Hey guys, welcome to episode 8. I'm Nethercloud, and we're going to kick things off today in our newly built Hall of Legends area. This spot is where we were discussing having a remodel job done, and as you can see, we have gone ahead and done that. I've spent so much time working on the potion room, which we're going to discuss in a little bit here, that I needed a project that was more aesthetic and just fun, and this hit the spot. We even started adding some lore. I personally always loved the stories about the four horsemen of the apocalypse. In our world here, we're going to make them heroes, though. These were our 4 best warriors in one of the great battles we fought in. And I've started to add the lore into the world. I'm not going to go through all of this. If you want, you guys can pause it. It's just very basic. I'd like to get much more in-depth with what we're writing about. These guys are going to be the twins, that classic iconic duo that's always better together, and if you separate them, they lose a lot of effectiveness. This is kind of our lore room, and this explains the Hall of Legends. And it is hooked up to that trapdoor, so that's a little weird thing that's going to happen each time. And we're just going to fix that. It's supposed to be a table. Maybe we'll change that so that it doesn't do that. Maybe we'll move the lectern or something. But for now, we'll leave it as is. We created this nice little reading area. We can just hang out over here. Oh, I didn't know that did that. There we go. And, read our books or our treasure maps or whatever. And I really enjoy the way this place came out. It gives a lot of character, and it's starting to give us some of that depth and lore. This was our first attempt at using the armor stand. As you notice, the armor stand mod, from vanillatweaks.com, .net. I'll look it up and put it in the description. But either way, it's a great mod. It allows you to add arms to the armor stands and tweak them and give them positions. It makes it so you can get rid of the plate, all sorts of stuff. Even make it invisible so you can kind of float things in different ways. And it adds huge layers of creativity to the game. Some of the folks over at Hermitcraft have gotten really good at them, especially Zombie Cleo. So I'll put a link to her channel in the description if you guys want to check out some armor sand stuff. And as I said, this is our first attempt. This is in honor of Wandering Eddie. May his heart wander no more. This is one of our fallen comrades and our tribute to him and his heroic actions in this world. I don't know if we're going to leave this here. Like I said, I was just fooling around. This is kind of a joke, but maybe we'll leave it. Maybe Wandering Eddie will be an important part of this world. I doubt it. Okay, guys. We need to get serious for a minute, which is why I'm in the meditation/cat sanctuary room. If you hadn't noticed, our cat population has grown significantly, and some of them have some cute names named after the kitties, a past and present of some of our community. And we love kitties here. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're just in our safe space because we have to talk about grown-up things. Well, that's my face. That is my face. Those grown-up things are admitting our own limitations, which is something we all have to learn to do. And I am not capable of finishing this potion project like some sort of crazy Minecraft madman who's been playing the game 10 years and just banging it out. Thought I could. Thought it was going to be a lot less, but we need tons of farms, and we got to run a lot more stuff and make more modifications to this area up here. So I had to come to grips with reality and admit to myself that I was going to lose the rest of my mind if I didn't interject some other projects and turn the potion project into a more eventual as it comes type of thing. That is a joke, of course. There's nothing left of my sanity. That being said, a mind unshackled of its sanity is free to do as it pleases. And what I would like to get done today is some serious building. We've been working a lot on hopper lines and redstone and just all that technical stuff, and I love that stuff, but I also do enjoy making stuff look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going down these rows, grab a few shulker boxes, pick out all of the bits and bobs that we need to work on our build. And I have a build plan for this episode, both for the surface and one for the nether. But we're going to start up on the surface because I've been itching to actually add some more detail We don't have that much built up there. It is a role play area, and I wanted to get infrastructure done first because I'm just kind of that guy. But once again, I'm rambling on, and you guys need a time lapse. So here you go. That was a long one, but we got a ton of work done, and I'm really excited about the way this place is turning out. Unfortunately, we did not get the chance to do the interior of this place or to do the final terraforming of the hill that it's going into. I had to do a little bit of work around the face here because it was bugging me that there were parts just hanging out. You know, it's not done yet, but we will come back on another episode and fully terraform this mountain, link it up with all the paths over there on the other side, and put some trees on it. I might even do a second tree on this side. And I'm really liking the way this tree is turning out, and I've got a feel for how to build these now a little bit. I think I want to add a little bit more foliage in here, and then possibly some more detail. Maybe use the invisible item frame to put some apples on it, put some vines on it too, so it's a little bit extra hangy like the one downstairs. We're going to do a little bit more around here, but I didn't want this time lapse to be like, you know, the whole episode, so I figured we'd call it here at a good point, and we'll come back and do some detailing at another time. This little trellis-capped porch over here that hangs over the river was just an impromptu idea that came about because I was working on the retaining wall down here. You know, I wanted this to be kind of like a sheer cliff and like be a little bit taller, but I didn't want to go just normal rocks. I was like, oh, I'll build like a little retaining wall there. And it just fit to start putting this structure in here, and I'm liking the way it turned out. We're going to add some more vines. Vine farm is definitely in our near future, maybe even before the end of this episode, depending on how I feel. Speaking of which, this episode is going to be coming out considerably later than usual. I know I've been slow because I've been sick, but the time has finally come. I'm getting the surgery I need. Yes! I know you're not supposed to be excited about surgery, but I'm going to be back to normal soon, guys. Normal! Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? It means more videos. It means more streaming. All the stuff I love doing. So, as much as I don't want to go through the surgery and the recovery, I can't wait to be back on Minecraft full time and getting this stuff out to you guys on a regular basis. It's just, I love doing it. I just started playing this game this year and just started learning about streaming and YouTube, but I absolutely love doing this. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I hope you guys enjoy what we're doing here. And when I get back from the hospital, I will finish this episode and we'll get another project in. It's probably going to be that nether build I was hinting at earlier, and I'm still not going to tell you what it is because, frankly, there's going to be probably a couple of weeks between now and a few moments from now for you guys while I go through my stuff. And I may change my mind. I do that sometimes. I'm an artist. We're getting silly. So I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. It'll be a couple of weeks for me probably. And hopefully everything has gone well and we're kicking butt. I'll see you in a second. So it's been about a month and 2 surgeries since the last clip. I do have one more surgery coming up in about a month, and that should finally put an end to these long-term stomach problems I have. But at the moment, I'm healing quite nicely, and I'm feeling pretty good. So we're going to get a little Minecraft in, which I'm very excited about. You guys notice that behind us, now in front of us, is a lot more detailed than when we last left off. I had a lot of nervous energy the day before surgery number 1, and I put it into detailing this place out a little bit. Let's go check it out. I added a trellis up here, similar to the one down there. I used dark oak to just kind of run the theme, and I connected it to the end of the plank here. I do believe all of this area is still probably going to get another once over once we get a little bit further along here. But one of the reasons I stopped is I found myself wanting for vines more than a couple of times. I'd really like to get some more hangy stuff, especially over the water. You know, I like the Gothic style of the black stone and the metal mixed with this really lush green atmosphere as well. I know it's kind of counterintuitive in most cases. Dang, Enderman, sticking stuff everywhere. But I don't know, I like both. I like a little bit of nature and I like a little bit of Gothic. So that's what we're going with. And I really enjoy the way it is turning out. We still don't have anything behind door number 1, except I got rid of the water. This will eventually become a whole intricate thing, and we are going to work on a lot of detailing on our interior in here. Have an idea for a little boathouse to come out down the river a little ways, and a staircase to go up to the top. We're going to make this all nice and lush. But that's not today's project. That vine farm has got to happen, and I've already designed a pretty awesome one in creative, so it really is just a matter of going and digging a hole and then getting it going. Because, as we all know, every project in Minecraft starts with digging a hole. And since our industrial area is downstairs, we're going to be putting it in just over there past the iron farm, behind the flower farm. So I'm going to get going on that. And I hope you guys enjoy the time lapse. If all goes well, we'll be rolling in vines very shortly. Just don't do that. Don't roll in vines. They're usually either very tangly or very pointy. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. So do not try rolling in vines at home. Oh, hey guys. Don't mind me, I'm just enjoying a ride down the lazy river. No, we're of course over at our vine farm, and I'm just kind of playing around. We did a long AFK session overnight last night. I already dropped everything off into the hoppers, so the system is sorting that all out into central storage. I've already grabbed my gear, and yeah, it was great. We did obviously upgrade the style from the end of that time lapse, and we did that. I can't remember if we did that on a live stream or if I did that off camera, but either way, I like the way this looks a lot better. We added some color in with our spruce planks and panels and trapdoors. We swapped out our half slabs for this chain to increase efficiency because we were getting a little bit of loss. And I'm going to do a tutorial on this farm, so I'll skip over all of the gory details, but basically you ride the water stream around while leaving your left and right button clicked, and your shears shear and your food foods, and you live through the night and collect a ton of vines. Unless, of course, you miss a few blocks and get creepered, which happened to me a couple of times, but miraculously, I didn't die. Quick fixes, found the culprits, and this guy is now fully safe to AFK in. And we've got a little box over here to dump our armor in, and an ender chest, of course. Our on-off switch controls a hopper clock designed by Etho. You should definitely check out his channel. It'll be in the links. And speaking of channels you should check out, go over and check out Il Mango. That's where I learned how to use the soul sand to slow down the water streams, so that you can harvest more. So it's all about community in this game. Nobody knows everything. Nobody figures everything out on their own. I designed the refresh circuit for the shears myself, but without Il Mango's soul sand and Etho's hopper clock, this thing would be a lot less efficient and not really worth the time. Again, I'll do a tutorial with all of the details, but for now, come check this out. Look at this floor. I am super stoked with the way this turned out. I wanted to do something out here because the vine farm is here, and I plan on using it quite a bit so we can get mossy cobble and mossy bricks and all the mossy versions. Plus, I like hangy, mossy, viney plants, so I think we're going to be getting a lot of use, and I didn't want to be running through just a big hole in the ground. So we started working on this. The walls still need quite a bit of work. There's no detail added to them yet, and we don't even have variations on the bricks. We just laid it out so that we knew where the walls and ceiling and everything was. And we got to bring it up to par with this gorgeous floor. The shroom lights were the hardest part to get on this. We went and collected some of them naturally in the nether, and then used a bone meal manual farm up on the surface for a little bit to get the rest. Guys, I feel bad because I had promised you a second build in the nether back in the day, and then I kind of waffled on the whole thing, and we're running out of time. So we're going to have to save that for the next video. I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed what we did do. That vine farm was a lot of fun for me to design and install. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please hit that like and subscribe button. I know it's a pretty boring thing us YouTubers say at the end of every video, but it does help us out. We love seeing those numbers and being appreciated. So thank you. Thank you very much for watching today and hanging out. And I look forward to catching you guys in the next one. Have a good night.